this is the Sony A7IV, the newest camera in 2021 from Sony, and it's definitely an hybrid beast, really good both for photo and for video. In today's video we're gonna be taking a quick look at the first impression. I just had it for a couple of days, but the photo department is really good. The sensor with 33 megapixels is really huge and the photos are really good, even if you're not a professional photographer. So this camera is really good for a hybrid shooter, both for YouTube, for Instagram and so on. But the part that I prefer about this camera is video department. And by the way, all the A-roll, the talking head shots are shot on the A7IV, so you can see how it shoots, and are in 4K 30, that is oversample from the 7K sensor, so it's really sharp and should look good. And then I will be trying S-Log, S-Cinetone, HLG, which is the HDR standard, really full and rich colors, because this camera can shoot in all the video modes at 10-bit 422. Even the 4K 60 that we'll be talking in a second is in 10-bit 422. It's really future-proof for me because it will support for sure an HDR workflow in the future. This is the reason why I didn't buy the Sony A7C. As the main lens, now I have just one lens, which is my first lens for this camera, and I chosen this so you can see the autofocus is really fast, which is the 35mm f1.8 from Sony. And the reason why I choose this one is mainly because the autofocus on Sony proprietary lens are really good. As you can see, it's just snappy. So I will be using this lens both for the A-roll, like I'm doing right now, and also for the B-roll. I know that an 85mm will be really better with a better bokeh, but I had to choose just one for the budget, and probably the second lens that I will be getting is an 85mm f1.4. Well, as I mentioned before, there is also 4K 60 in 10-bit, but there is a catch. It has a 1.5 crop because it works in Super 35 mode, so it will crop the sensor and it will downsample from 4.6K to 4K in 60 fps. 35mm is a really wide lens. If I have to shoot in 4K 60 making a 1.5 crop, it will approximately crop it to a 50mm. So in this way I have an equivalent of two lenses, but having just one lens, which is really good for the budget. Many people are complaining about it, but for me the choice of the 35mm helps a lot, because with the 30p I can shoot really wide shots like this. It's really wide, as you can see in the sides, and if I want to make some B-roll I can shoot to 4K 60 and slow down to 50%, and then have an equivalent of 50mm lens. So I think this wraps up for this first impression video. I mentioned all the main features of this camera. The price is around 2,800 for the body only and 3,000 for the body with kit, but as I mentioned, I decided to buy the body only and then save some money to buy a better lens, because the lens in the kit isn't really good in my opinion. So let me know if you have any question about this camera, and stay tuned on the channel because we'll try to cover more in the future videos. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!